HII delivers the most powerful naval ships ever built. That same innovation and dedication is applied to executing missions in complex and contested environments. We are leading the next evolution of national defense, the data evolution. That means anticipating emerging threats with C5ISR capabilities that enable a deep understanding of the environment across a wide range of assets. And with AI and big data platform capabilities that support threat analysis and cyber operations at an unprecedented data scale. Preparing warfighters for virtually every conceivable situation they may face with live, virtual, constructive synthetic training environments critical to the all-domain order of battle. Making vast expanses of the Earth accessible for defense, research, and commerce, on land, under the seas, in the air, and in space. With world-leading autonomy and the largest family of UUVs in every class, making transoceanic missions possible. Ensuring the world's most capable and resilient platforms are always at the ready, on the sea, under the sea, and ashore. Maintaining a safe, secure, and effective strategic weapons stockpile and executing complex environmental remediation through a legacy of disciplined nuclear operations supporting the Department of Energy's mission priorities. We do all of this with a talented, diverse, and innovative team that is driven to solve our customers' most complex challenges. HII, solving our nation's critical security needs by delivering the hard stuff done right around the globe.
Well, hello, everybody. I am John Young, Talent Acquisition Manager with Mission Technologies. And you know who you are? You are somebody that's in the right place because you are listening to Finding Your Purpose with HII. And this is our third episode of the year 2024. And today we're discussing the early careers in software engineering. That's right, you smart, brilliant people. We are showing you who we are in the software industry. So for those of you who are looking in early careers in the software engineering platform, you are in the right place. If you know someone, trust me, you want to tell them about this. So first off, I want to tell you that we're on all kinds of platforms right now. We're on Instagram, yes, live on the gram, and we're on Facebook, we're on X, we're on YouTube, and we may even have a pigeon or something that can bring you the stuff that we got going on. We're just everywhere. So the people. This up too bad. Now, I do have some things I'd like to ask you in terms of action items for those of you who are listening to us. Like, share, comment, follow us, regardless of the platform that you're listening on, whether that be Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, carrier pigeons, whatever you're doing. Please follow us and understand that we'd like you to comment. We've got some people here that are waiting for you to comment. I've already seen a comment from Quinn saying hello. Hello, Quinn. How are you? See, you didn't know that we call you out like that. But that said, you may have some questions that you might want some real-time responses to. We've got some real smart people to introduce you to today. Because on our panel, we have Kevin Norton, who heads our UR&R, which is our University Relations and Recruiting Program. And we have a super big shot by the name of Sarah Turner, who heads up our Minotaur program. So with that said, I'm going to pause for a minute and allow them to personally introduce themselves. And we'll start with you, Kevin.
Hey, John, thanks so much for having me back. It's great to be here. Like John mentioned, I lead our university relations and recruiting team. I'm responsible for managing all of the intern and early career opportunities that we're going to have within HII's Mission Technologies division. And I'm super eager to talk to you about some of the software engineering internship and early career opportunities that we're going to have, not only this upcoming summer, but starting for fall of 2024 as well. So,
well, for those of you who don't know, we have checked Kevin's birth certificate, and he is of age to work for us. So we don't want anyone coming and trying to question whether or not we're hiring people that are underage. He is of legal age, despite the fact that he is unable to grow facial hair yet. I'm sorry.
This is like 3 or 4 weeks of not shaving. I tried my best to have a beard this time. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you failed. But that's okay, because you're a great recruiter.
Thanks, John.
Hi, John. Thanks for having me today. My name is Sarah Turner. I'm one of the managers in the Minotaur software group. And we're focused on, a lot of data aggregation and integration of exquisite sensors. And I'm excited to talk to you today about our team and the kinds of people we're looking for.
Well, and I will tell you that she really watered down herself by just saying she's one of the managers. She is a superstar at Mission Technologies. So Sarah Turner, we are honored to have you here participating. She's got an exciting program. And I want to tell you, for those of you who are really looking to do some cool stuff, working with some really cool people, if you want a picture of cool in the dictionary, right next to it, you will see Sarah Turner's picture. But speaking of working with cool people, I am going to make a brief transition to HII news because I am excited to let everyone under the sound of my voice know, drum roll please, congratulations to Andy Green, the president of Mission Technologies, for being among Washington execs, top execs to watch in 2024. That's you, sir. Andy Green, you have put us on the map. And we are excited. That's our president. That's right. Mission Technologies, Andy Green, you are the man. And everyone on this call works for him. So we're all excited. Also, I want to send a shout out to all of the HII employees that were honored at the 38th Annual Black Engineer of the Year Award Conference at BEA, also known as BEA. So under me, you'll see a ticker there. And if you can look at that ticker, you'll see some names that pop up, and we will be just celebrating those people who were honored at that BEA conference. So as y'all can see, we have a lot going on to be excited about here at HII Mission Technologies. So if you're listening, I want you to put in the chat where you're listening from. If there's a particular background you have or particular questions that you have for any of our panelists or any of our recruiters that will be watching this podcast, this is your opportunity to get a shortcut and ask questions directly to people that are in a position to help you get where you need to be. All right. So with that said, I am going to ask some questions here to our panelists, and I'm going to start with you, superstar Sarah. You describe for us, Sarah, our audience wants to know, inquiring mind wants to know, Minotaur software is, it's a cool name, but what really is it?
Yeah, great. So Minotaur software is a government-owned software product. My first involvement in it was probably over 10 years ago. I was still wearing a flight suit, flying Navy, and started utilizing Minotaur as our mission management system. And what it really does is it takes sensor data and it processes it, improves it, and it aggregates it across multiple different nodes in the system. So our primary goal from a Minotaur software perspective is to be able to take data and automate the decision-making process with users so that they can be more effective with all their sensors and the data sets that they have to use to make decisions out forward as military operators.
Now, Sarah, you have to be brilliant just to explain that, let alone do that, right? So I'm impressed. That the thing that is really exciting is that I know that a lot of times these people that are in the software industry and a lot of people that are trying to break into the software industry, they want to know how to get on the radar of people like you that are in a position to make their career aspirations come true. So with that said, what are some of the soft skills and programming languages that a candidate should have to be competitive for a program like yours?
Yeah, so I would say first on the soft skill side, we're a highly collaborative team and we're working with a lot of customers that have very emergent needs and they have an exquisite complex sensor type they want us to incorporate. So we encourage people who want to be collaborative, want to work as a team, want to solve complex problems together as a soft skill perspective. And then hard skills, we're really looking for people who have strong object-oriented programming backgrounds, in particular C++ and C as well as Java. Because we're talking about a lot of our back end structure is very focused on that object-oriented programming strength.
Well, that actually brings a thought to mind. And this is a question that I may or may not be supposedly asking you, but I'm curious, just asking for a friend. Is it true that software engineers in the Minotaur program or not have the opportunity to fly in a manned aircraft? Is that just
Yeah,
rumor?
absolutely. Actually, we have an engineer out this week in the greater LA area that's out doing flight test with a specialized sensor type, which is pretty cool. He's out there doing flight test. We regularly support flight tests on multiple manned assets, and we also support a lot of field integration testing for UAVs, USVs, other drone types, or other remotely operated vehicles.
You see, that's the kind of stuff that gets people like me, excuse me, my friends, excited about the Minotaur program. So growth opportunities, no one wants to get with the company and just stay stagnant. So what can you tell us when we consider growth opportunities? Can a back-end engineer, for example, learn the front end side of the house? And then vice versa. If someone that's a front end engineer, can they learn the back end? How does that work?
Yeah, I'd say as soon as someone becomes part of our larger team, we are very open to supporting and fostering their goals as a developer in professional development. We've had folks that came in with a very strong C++ background and expressed a desire to learn more about our TypeScript front end, including our componentized interface structure. And of course, we supported that journey for them. And in the same in reverse, if someone came in with a heavy other kind of background and wanted to explore new areas of code or go into a technology or an environment, we want to foster the things that make them excited to learn and exciting to build code and continue to develop them professionally in line with their personal goals.
Well, that's awesome. Now, Kevin, I had to have you wait because I wanted to give you some time to get older. But now that you're a few minutes older than the last time we were talking, I just want to ask, when we consider your role in university relations and early career recruiting, how can early career software engineers stand out on their resume to compete for an internship if they want to get their foot in the door with a company like ours?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, John. Well, I'm obviously not a superstar like Sarah. I've never been a software developer. So resume writing is really important because you need to understand who's going to be reviewing your resume first. So the first person who's going to be taking a look at that probably is not going to be a subject matter expert in Java or C++. So that recruiter is going to really ensure that you have like the right skills listed on your program in your programming languages in your skills section, and they're going to map that to the job requirements. But really, what we're looking for you on your resume is, can you detail some of the projects you've supported in either other internship opportunities or what you're learning through your coursework. And how are you able to describe how you're utilizing those tools and technology? So I understand that, yes, you know how to use these tools, and you know what to do if the code isn't working as intended, or what steps you need to take to ensure that it is working moving forward. Because if I can't read that on your profile, I'm not going to be confident that you're going to have the right skills to get your information over to the hiring manager like a Sarah.
There you go. And there you have it. I think it's one thing to actually have the skill sets, but unless you're able to communicate that to people that can help you, then all those skills that you've acquired and the aspirations that you have are limited. So people like Kevin are in a position to help people transition and start careers with great companies like ours. And speaking of starting the career, it's one thing to have the internship, Kevin, but are the interns that are graduating soon after they graduate, at the completion of their internship, are they offered positions soon after that? How does that work?
Yeah, for sure. So the most important part of my role, and kind of what encapsulates most of my time at the end of the internship program, is ensuring that we're able to retain all the great interns that we have each summer. Last year, for the Minotaur team specifically, each of the interns that supported this team were invited back either for future internship opportunities for the following summer, future full-time opportunities if they were graduating in the following May. We also had folks who were able to participate in additional part-time work during the semester because their coursework would allow for it. So all of those opportunities are what we're discussing during our feedback sessions. So each of our interns has two reviews. So there's going to be a midpoint review where we're understanding if there's any opportunities for improvement, if there's any ways that we can change about kind of your exact responsibilities in the internship to make sure that it's aligning with kind of your goals, your interests. And then we have a final review at the end of all of our internship opportunities where we're able to confirm with you that this is the right fit with you, make sure that this is something that you're interested in, to ensure that we're able to provide you an opportunity to join post-graduation.
All right. All right. So, I want to just shoot a reminder out to those of you who are listening to us, regardless of the platform that you're listening to us on. I want to make sure you comment, share, like us, follow us, regardless of the platform you're on. We want to make sure that we know you're listening. So go into the comments section, ask a question. If there's something specific that you'd like to know concerning your situation and the nuances of your career aspirations, you've got a team of recruiters that are being led right now by King Kinzik, the man in our recruiting staff. He has reminded me to let everyone know that you can actually have a shortcut to get on the radar for all of the recruiters that we have. And if you pull out your cell phone, unless you're driving, and if you are, don't do that. But for those of you who are not driving, and for those of you who are about to pull over, I'll pause, 1, 2, 3, pull over. Okay, and after you pull over, I want you to pull out your cell phone and I want you to text the letters HII to the number 89743. Just text the letters HII to the number 89743. When you do that, boom, magic happens. And you will be navigated to our talent network where you're on the radar and you can find out what specific positions we're recruiting for now. And you can even type in at some point the word Minotaur. And for those of you who would have a problem spelling that, welcome to the club. It's Minotaur, Minotaur. But Minotaur, they actually have some positions again that would allow you to fly in a manned aircraft. Hello, I'm an Air Force guy. I'm just throwing that out there. So I'm a little biased to flying. And never mind the fact that I'm 5'4", so I like to get high in the air. Okay, so anyway, I got a question for both of you now. I want to bring you both in here. Kevin and Sarah, we've got people in all stages, in all places, all over the world, right? We are excited about some students that are seeking internships specifically. What makes companies like ours and programs like yours specifically, Sarah, Minotaur, and Mission Technologies, why should they put us on the top of their list of considerations in terms of employers they should pursue?
I think that the reason why people should consider us as an option is that we're a team where you get an opportunity to create a product where you can have a real and immediate effect on a user that needs to make decisions in real world current events. You know, like Minotaur related software was involved in like current Ukraine stuff and lots of other real world operations. You get an opportunity to work on some stuff that's pretty cutting edge, that you might not get exposure to in other environments. And I also happen to think we have a really great collaborative team. Our interns, we play a lot of, internal office stuff. So I think that we're a great team to work with, and the kind of work you get to do and get exposed to is awesome. And I think the last point is a lot of interns come in and it's a short amount of time. We want to also ensure they have autonomy to help define kind of the things that they want to work on and develop in their own professional lives as students. So we want to work with them to make sure we're charting the course within our program for things that interest them, and help them grow professionally.
So are you the Agent 007 of the software engineering world?
Oh, no, we're more like the kind of big data nerd in the background.
Love it. Speaking of nerds, I'm sorry, Kevin, I don't know how I put those two together, but you you just look so smart. And a lot of times, people like you are in a position to help us clarify for people why we're on top. What's so exciting about Mission Technologies in our programs? You've spoken with a lot of students all over the country.
Yeah, and one thing that I always like to highlight specifically for our internship program is you're going to be working on a real world program day in, day out. This isn't an opportunity to work on some busy work that just gets thrown out after a 10, 12-week internship. You're going to be applying the skills that you're learning day in, day out at college, at university, and you're going to be able to help ensure the safety of the U.S., its allies, and our citizens. So, I mean, if that's something that's interesting to you, getting the opportunity to use some of these programming languages like C, C++, Java, and applying that to protecting the U.S., I think you'd be a great fit for our team and for these opportunities.
Well, there you have it. For those of you who are listening in, I want to remind you that we've got jobs that are scrolling underneath me right now. And so if you take the time to read our ticker, you're going to see some of the things that may just be leaping out at you and saying, you know what, there's some jobs on there that I'd like to apply to now. You may see some jobs that on our talent network. Again, if you type in 89743, you type the letters HII to the number 89743. It'll navigate you to our talent network, and you'll have the opportunity to see everything that we've got going on. So if you like what you hear, go to our career site. And look, I've learned how to point like this at our site because they did some cool stuff with these graphics, and it's literally right over my head. And it's not hard to be over my head because I miss a lot of stuff. But that said, I hope you got that and that didn't go over your head. So go to that link and check out our career site. Type in Minotaur. Again, that's Minotaur, and type that in to find positions with this team and get to work alongside cool people like Sarah, who tries to pretend like she's a nerd, which actually makes her cooler. I'm just throwing it out there. So like, share, comment, follow us. This is the company that you want to be a part of. Mission Technologies is everything. And I'll tell you what, if you didn't know it, right now we've got over 600 positions posted right now. So please take the opportunity to look at what we've got going on, because we are a company with over 7,000 employees. We're in 11 different countries. You want to be a part of something amazing like this. There is not a company out there that can be more exciting than what we've got going on. And in my humble opinion, not so humble, this is one of the greatest companies in the world. So with that said, if you want to be a part of the things that we're talking about, if you want to be a part of cutting edge technology and being a part of cool stuff like flying in manned aircraft, like the Air Force guy, you want to do that. So we're going to go now, but I want to leave you with something. Many of you who have not seen our program, you've seen me holding this whole time, and you thought it was a pen, but a microphone. And I'm about to drop it.